Hey there, I'm Ken, this is CRT, welcome to this episode. In this episode, I am going to be taking a look at a game that a few weeks ago was released for the Colour Computer 3. Now, I did touch on this game briefly in a video I did recently where I show you how to hook or how to set up a virtual color computer emulator on your Windows computer. I'll put a link up there and down there to that video. So if you do not own your own Colour Computer 3, then you can try this game out on the emulator because really I think it is completely worth it. This is a game that truly shows off what the Colour Computer 3 is capable of. That game I am talking about is Joust. So let's take a look. Alright, so the very first thing that you have to do once you have the disk in place is to load up the game. So if you're playing this game, if you've played it before, you would just run the Joust program, but because this is the first time, we're going to run the configuration file. Now, I am playing this on the VCC emulator. I could play this on my CoCo 3. You do require 512K to play this game on a CoCo 3, which I have on my CoCo 3, but I only have a composite capture card. So I'm playing this on the VCC emulator because it just looks way better in the RGB. And yeah, it just, I really want to show off what this game looks like. So, you just hit the number that you want for whether you want to change the monitor type or the controller type or any of that. We're going to leave all of the settings, the Freeman, number of lives, difficulty, the same as it is here because this is how we're having the settings for the CoCo Talk Game On Challenge of the Week. Another thing that you can do is you can see your game history, how many times you've played this, how many minutes and everything else, and how many men. You can reset your history, you can reset the scores, everything else, but we've got it set to how we want. So once you've set it how you want, this will load up like that every time you play. And now we are into the loading screen. Amazing thing about this game is that it all fits on one disk. And that is all thanks to some really amazing compression. So now it has to go through and grab all of the programs from the disk and decompress them. It's not often that you would have a one disk game that will take up an entire 512K of memory. And once it is done decompressing everything, it goes into a check here to make sure that your system can handle running this game. And all systems are go, and boom, you're into this very familiar high score screen if you've ever played the arcade cabinet. Now, if you want to put credits in, you hit 5. Put as many credits in as you want, and then you hit 1 or 2 for 1 or 2 players. I've got no friends, so 1 is it. Now we play. I mean, this is pretty incredible for the Colour Computer 3. Now, there is a little bit of debate going on within the CoCo community. Some people say this is a transcode, and others are saying it doesn't technically meet the requirements of what a transcode is, because a transcode is basically a direct conversion of something from one language to another or one format to another. And, well, the original Joust game was a 6809 processors, which is the same as the color computer. So the actual processor and basically the language that was required for this game is the same. What's different is that the video game, the actual cabinet of the game, had a lot of things that the CoCo 3 doesn't, like a dedicated sound chip and things like that. So what has had to happen with this game is they've had to create all of that stuff, basically emulate the sound chips and all of that stuff. So whether you want to call it an emulation or a transcode or whatever, it's just awesome. That's the most important thing, is that this game is awesome. And I died. Okay. So let's see. C. There we go. So I am in 34th place with 14,750. Remember that. Because if I break out of this game by hitting the break key, which I don't know what the break key is on this, escape. Okay, so I've left, but my scores and everything are still in memory. So what you do is you run save, and now all of your high scores that you just played are saved to the computer. So we will do a hard reset. And let's run Joust again. And I'll just skip over this part of decompressing and everything. I'll fast forward it to show you that I haven't done any trickery here or at all. And there we go. If you look at 34th place, CRT, 14,750. My score has been saved. And it also saved how many credits I had in there. That's another interesting thing. It saves your number of credits that you've got entered. So you're not losing any of your quarters that you plug into this machine. So let's play that again. Let's see if I can maybe do a bit better. Haha. I like to take the high ground in this game. Haha, I got the survival bonus. Just listen to how great that game sounds. This is just like playing the arcade game, really. It's awesome. I mean, if you had said that I would be playing basically the arcade version of Joust on my CoCo 3 or a CoCo 3 emulator, when I was a kid, I would have thought you were crazy. Ah, missed him. Phew! I hate the pterodactyl. And now you've got the fire demon down there that will grab you if you get too close to the fire lake. Sounds like I got a free man. And I just lost that free man. Yikes. Holy cow. I'm just... stop putting me at the bottom. Okay, well, there you go. I wish I were better at this game. Could show you more. I didn't even make it to the egg wave, but this is Joust on the Colour Computer 3. I mean, if for no other reason, this is reason enough to get yourself an emulator, get yourself real hardware, play this game. There we go. That is Joust on the Colour Computer 3. I mean, truly a game that shows what the Colour Computer 3 is capable of. It's it plays great, it sounds great, it looks great. It just ticks all the boxes for a really fun game to play. And if you don't have a Colour Computer 3, get a hold of an emulator and try this game out because you will not be disappointed. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what you can do with the liking, the subscribing, and or the commenting below, because anything and everything you do is always greatly appreciated. See you next time.